Alright, here we go. Finally, the film that I wanted to see in 2015, but it was not available until just now, so let's see if it deserved a spot on my top 10 list. Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is once again coming from my apartment. Now today we're going to be talking about the film The Revenant. This is a film starring Leonardo Decaprio in the lead role. He plays a guy named Hugh Glass. Main setting for this film is that he is part of a fur trapping expedition, I think, and it's set during generally the 1820s sometime, and a large part of the film takes place in the wilderness. If you've seen the trailer, you know generally how this film ends up going. There's a scene towards the beginning, within the first hour of the movie, in which Leonardo DiCaprio, his character just gets mauled by this bear. And I mean seriously mauled. You see just skin being scratched away, just showing muscle, and just this guy getting bitten and just clawed just apart. And it's so tough to watch a lot of times. And arguably he does do some stupid stuff to kind of agitate the bear, because it does decide to leave him alone for a moment, and then he decides to shoot it. It's like, that wasn't your smartest idea, Mr. Glass. That's really where the special effects of this film really come into play, because they just look fantastic in regards to this blood and gore which we see on Leonardo DiCaprio's body. It just looks so realistic, and it's very tough to look at sometimes when you see it just raw and fresh just right after the mauling, and it's just it's so tough to watch at some point. So. Tom Hardy is also in this film. He is the antagonist of the movie. Again, if you've seen the trailer, you know that Tom Hardy's character, he kills Hugh Glass's son, and this film is very much a revenge movie. It is about Hugh Glass surviving this attack, everyone else thinking that he is dead, and him trying to find his way back to his group to take down Tom Hardy. And so it's very much a tale of survival a lot of times, because a good chunk of this movie is really just focused on Hugh Glass just walking through the wilderness, surviving these different encounters and these different just natural occurrences, such as a snowstorm in the winter, and figuring out how to survive without shelter, or just kind of making use of what he has around him. And it's just very, very interesting to see just how these different elements of nature and how this guy is able to just survive a lot of these events which happen to him. Domhnall Gleeson is also in this film. I gotta give him some credit because he does a fantastic job in this film as well. He is the captain of this fur trading group, and I really like him as an actor now, because I originally saw him, I think, in About Time, and he's just this really nice British guy in that film. He's been in a lot of stuff in 2015. Just to name a few, he was in Brooklyn, he was in Star Wars, and now he's in The Revenant. He plays a good variety of characters, and I really enjoyed him in this film as much as I did in Brooklyn and in Star Wars. The music is something which definitely makes this film stand out, because just the way that the composer decided to use just Native American instruments in the score, and just use certain elements of the music during just really important times, just really helped to elevate some of these scenes, especially in the third act. The third act of this film is fantastic, because while some people will probably be a bit bored just with Leonardo DiCaprio just walking through the wilderness, experience stuff, it's cool to look at, but it does kind of get slow and kind of boring at some points. The third act just reinvigorates the whole film, and just had me on the edge of my seat a lot of time, just kind of wondering, how is this whole thing going to play out? And you really don't know until the last 5 minutes of the movie. Guys, despite all these great things that I can recognize that The Revenant has, it has great performances, great music, which adds to things. The third act is fantastic. The special effects are phenomenal. It lacks something which I can't really put my finger on. At least for me. I recognize it as a really, really well done movie. It looks fantastic. The director did a fantastic job with that. But it just isn't really something which I feel like I'm going to go back and watch just out of the blue, just in my free time, if I ever went. Probably once I own this thing on Blu-ray. I don't know, it's just something about it. I can't really put my finger on it, but I can recognize that this is a very good, well-made movie. It just isn't necessarily something which is going to appeal to me as a movie watcher. So, it doesn't mean the movie's bad, it means it's fantastic. Just isn't necessarily something which fits my palate in regards to movies. So there's that. Guys, those are my thoughts on The Revenant. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like the film as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe once again if you so choose. I appreciate it immensely. And as always, my people, my name is Nick Pell. And once again, keep on watching.